At the time of recording this, it has been about 3 years since I last played Red Dead Online. But recently I was transferring all the old Red Dead Online content I made during the early days of beta to this new account and found a montage video alongside those videos that I never posted publicly. See, around the end of my time playing Red Dead Online, I figured out something that I always felt was more of a bug than a feature. That Montage was full of clips of me using this technique to liquidate people in the PvP modes. That technique, as you might have guessed from the title, was showing how to shoot 2 volcanic pistols at essentially the same time. Now, I haven't kept up with the world of Red Dead Online since I last stopped playing 3 years ago, so I'm not sure if anyone else has ever figured this out or if it's common knowledge these days. But regardless, the part of me that has played other games in the meantime, other games that receive regular updates to patch out glitches and stuff like this, figured that there was no way it would still be around. But then the other part of me, who keeps seeing news articles about the neglect and lack of updates that Rockstar has given Red Dead Online, figured, it's probably still there. So I logged back into Red Dead Online for the first time in 3 years to try it out, and sure shit, the Volcanic Pistol Instagib still exists in the game. So for better or worse, I'm going to show you how to do it here today. And for what it's worth, I've only ever played Red Dead on PlayStation using a controller. I assume this will work on PC as well, but I don't own the game on PC to test it out. First up, here's the typical shot rhythm for dual-wielding volcanic pistols. There's a 0.7 second delay between each shot, letting you land 3 shots in 1.4 seconds. Now here is the shot rhythm when the trick is activated. That second shot now lands 0.133 of a second after the first, and then the normal shooting tempo resumes, and the third bullet lands at around 0.833 of a second. And while this trick is kind of fun to use in PvE situations where you need to put out a lot of burst damage, abusing this against other players is where I had the most fun with it, which is why I'm specifically calling out the 3-shot burst, since from what I recall of using this against other players is that while the first 2 shots often insta-give anyone it hits, I'm not sure I actually saw anyone survive 3 shots. And getting that kind of body shot TTK definitely felt a little bit broken. However, achieving this power is a slow process that is only really good in the opening moments of a skirmish. Allow me to explain. So let's once again look at the typical firing method you've been doing your entire life. Once you aim after reloading the pistols, the right pistol gets cocked. This lets the first bullet fly as soon as you pull the trigger. But then take notice how before every shot after that, Chester here needs to cock the gun each time, resulting in the slow and steady pacing of the shots that we're all used to. But with the insta-give active, both guns are already cocked when you aim, letting them skip the animation and firing both almost instantly. Pretty cool, huh? So I know what you're thinking. How does one pre-cock both guns to shoot him like this so fast? Well, it's a pretty simple but timely procedure. First, you need to reload your weapons. Once you have your freshly reloaded volcanic pistols, switch to only the left-handed pistol and aim it. Notice that aiming it by itself cocks the gun. Now switch immediately to your dual wield and aim again. Notice that the right-hand pistol now gets cocked as expected. At this moment, both guns are now cocked and you are now ready to end another player very quickly. And as an honest opinion on this trick, I'm not sure I'd go ahead and call it something stupid like game-breaking. It's only really powerful in the first moments of a fight, and once you blow your volcanic load, it is back to business as usual until you can catch a long enough break again to go through the whole reloading and recocking rigmarole. And also, once you have both guns cocked, you kind of have to commit to using them if you want to use this trick, because if at any point you switch to a different gun and then switch back, they are no longer double cocked and you have to go with just the regular, slow-firing volcanic pistol shooting again. And a little bit of the unknown here, since I haven't played in many years and Red Dead Online is historically neglected. I wouldn't be surprised if no changes have been made to the sandbox since I last played, but I guess there is the possibility that some things have been balanced in the last 3 years, and maybe now the volcanic pistols are just such hot garbage that they aren't even worth using at all. And finally, for what it's worth, this reload trick also works with the other revolvers in the game, but since they all generally fire a bit faster than the volcanics, I think the biggest bang for the buck came from using the volcanics because, if I recall correctly, they are the slowest and most hard-hitting pistol in the game, so bam bam, 2 quick shots really does a lot more damage than the weaker revolvers. But with all that said, here, finally, is the original montage I found, made 3 years ago, ready for your enjoyment.